Hello students, welcome to the first English class of the session 2021 to 22. In today's video, we shall be discussing the grammar topic determiners that we have already covered up in our live classes. So without a further go, let's get started. Determiners are nothing but they are the noun modifiers. Determiners are the words that introduce or determine a noun or a noun phrase, right? They are the words that talk about any noun, or you can say they are used to indicate whether a noun is general or specific. Okay, now just have a look at the example written on the board. I kept my book on the table. Now, in this sentence, children, you can see that there are two nouns. Table is a noun and book is a noun. So, what words are used to modify these nouns or to give more information about these nouns? Now, my here is modifying the noun book, and here the is modifying the noun table. So, these two words, my and the, are determiners because they are giving more information about the nouns book and table respectively. Now, let me quickly repeat for you that determiners are the words that modify a noun or noun phrase. They introduce or determine a noun or a noun phrase. Now, sometimes some determiners are also used to indicate whether a noun is general or specific, whether we use that noun in general or specific sense. Let me give you an example to make it more clear. For example, I say, I want a book to study in my free time, right? So, I'm talking about a book in general. Okay, if you could provide me any book, that will help, right? But if I say I want the book that my father ordered last week, right? Now here I am making the noun specific by using the determiner the book that my father ordered last week, right? So determiners or and the here are determiners. Fine. A book tells you that I am talking about the book in general, and the book tells you that I am talking about some specific book. Fine. Now, an important point here to note is that sometimes, not sometimes, most of the times, determiners are placed before the nouns. Okay, before the nouns or the noun phrase. Now, for example, here you see that before the book, the determiner my is used, and before the noun table, determiner the is used. So generally, we use determiners before the noun or a noun phrase. I hope it is clear to everyone. Now moving ahead with types of determiners. Children, there are 5 types of determiners that you will study in this class. The first determiner is articles. Articles tell you whether a noun is specific or general. We will study 2 types of articles, definite articles and indefinite articles. Okay. Then second determiner is demonstratives. Demonstratives are used to point out at nouns. The third type of determiner that we are going to study is quantifiers. Quantifiers indicate quantity of a noun. As the name suggests, quantifiers, they indicate the quantity of a noun. Then fourth type of determiner is possessives. Possessives show possession. Possession means belonging or ownership, right? Then distributives, that is the last determiner that we'll study here. Distributives indicate one noun out of the group. They talk about one person or one thing out of the group of many, right? So let us talk about all these determiners in detail. The first determiner that we are going to study is article. Articles are the words, or rather articles are the determiners that are used to indicate whether a noun is a specific noun or it is a general noun. There are 2 types of articles, definite article and indefinite article. The is a definite article, a and an are indefinite articles. Definite articles point out at specific nouns and indefinite articles point out at general nouns. Okay, now a and an are indefinite articles and they are used before the nouns that are not specific, or you can say that are general. Now, where is a used and where is an used? A is used before singular countable noun which has a consonant sound. Okay. And an is used before singular countable noun that has a vowel sound. For example, I want a book to read. Then book. So book starts with a consonant sound, so we'll use a. If I say I want to eat an orange, so an orange, orange starts with a vowel sound, so we'll use an. Okay, both a and an are used with singular countable nouns. Singular, okay, and countable. The nouns that cannot be counted will not have indefinite articles, right? You cannot say a books, or you cannot say an oranges. Okay, before singular countable nouns only we are going to use article a and an. Also, you cannot say I want a water. Okay, so why we will not say? Because water is uncountable. So indefinite articles are only and only used before singular countable nouns, and definite article the is used to specify a noun. Okay, for example, I say I want a pen to complete my novel. Right, so a pen indicates that I'm talking about the pen, I'm talking about the noun in general. Right, any pen you give me, that will work. But if I say I want the pen whose nib is pointed, right, so I'm talking about the specific pen that has a pointed nib. So whenever we specify the noun, we use article the. And when we have to talk about some noun in general sense, then we use a or an. I hope the difference between definite article and indefinite article is clear to everyone. Okay, now we move on to second determiner. The second determiner is demonstratives. Demonstratives are the determiners that are used before the nouns to point out them, right? Or you can say they are also used to specify the nouns. They are used to make the noun more specific even than the definite article, right? Now, there are four demonstratives: this, these, that, and those that we generally use. Now, this and these are used before the nouns that are near, okay, that are near to the speaker, and that and those are used to point out that at the nouns that are far away from the speaker. For example, if I say, do you want this magazine? Now I mean that if I have said this magazine, then this magazine is close to me or it is near to me. When the noun is singular, we use this. To talk about plural nouns, we use these if the noun is near. If I have used here this magazine, then I mean that magazine is close to me, right? If I say, do you want these magazines? Then I will use these to talk about the plural noun, right? But here the noun is singular, so we have used this. Same way, here the sentence says, I want those pets. Now before the noun pets, we have used those. Those indicate that the noun is at a distance. The noun is far away. And since the noun is plural, we have used those. Had it been singular, I want that pet to be fed. If the pet is singular, then I will use that. If the noun is plural, I will use those. So I hope the difference between this, that, these and those is clear to you. This and these are used to point out at the nouns that are near. That and those are used to point out at the nouns that are far at a distance. Okay, this is used before singular nouns. These is used before plural nouns. That is used before singular nouns. Those is used before plural nouns. Right, so we are done with the second type of determiner, that is demonstratives. Now moving on to the third determiner. The third determiner is quantifiers. Quantifiers are the determiners that indicate the quantity of a noun. Okay, how much or how little of a noun is talked about in a sentence. There are many quantifiers like much, many, little, some, few, enough, right? So all these are quantifiers. Now let us understand some quantifiers in detail. If we talk about much and little are the quantifiers that are used before uncountable nouns. Okay, the nouns that we cannot count. Many and few are the quantifiers that are used before countables or countable nouns, the nouns that can be counted. Now, some is a quantifier that is used both with countable, uncountables and countables. For example, some milk. Now, can milk be counted? No. But so we have used some, okay, with the uncountable noun, that is milk. Some students. Can students be counted? Yes, we have used some before students. So some is a quantifier that can be used both with uncountables and countables together. Right? Now, much and little can only be used with uncountables. You cannot say I have much friends. Right? You will say I have many friends. Many is used with countable nouns. Right? Little is also used with uncountable noun. You cannot say I have little books. You will say I have few books because we use few before the countable nouns. Right? Now children, there is a slight difference between the uncountable, between the quantifier little or little and the little. All of them are used with uncountable nouns. So what is the difference between little or little and the little? Let me explain you. Little means hardly any or negligible, right? If I say there is little water in the glass, okay, so it means that hardly any water is there, right? Or little is used to show something more, something positive, okay, more than little, right? There is little water in the glass, it means negligible, hardly any. But if I say there is a little water in the jug, so a little is used to show something positive, it means something more than little. Fine. Then comes the little. The, as you know, that it is used to specify the nouns. So the little is used when we are talking about a noun specifically. Okay, as I gave you the example, there is little water in the glass, but there is a little water in the jug. Now if I say the little water in the jug is not enough to quench my thirst, it means I am specifying the water, I am specifying water in the jug by using the word the little water. Okay, so I am specifying. So whenever we have to specify any noun, we use the little. Whenever we have to specify any uncountable noun, okay, we use the little. Same difference goes with few, a few and the few. Right. For example, I say, I have few books at home. Right. It means few is used with countable nouns and few means hardly any. Okay. Hardly any, negligible. So I have few books at my home. There are a few good books in the library also, right? So a few is used to talk about something positive. When we talk about something more than few, we use a few. But if I say the few books in the library are very, very interesting, okay, so I am specifying, I am making the noun specific by using the few. Okay, so here also you make a note that the is always used when we specify the noun. I hope the difference between little, a little, the little and few, a few and the few is very much clear to you. Fine. Now let us move ahead with the next determiner in the row, that is possessives. Possessives are the determiners that refer to a noun that belong to something or someone. Okay, in other words, you can say possessives show ownership or possession, or you can say they show belonging, right? Now the possessives that are used are my, his, her, your, our, their, and its. Fine. Now let us have a look at the examples given on the board. The first example sentence says, where is your bicycle? Now here bicycle is a noun. So before that we have used the possessive your. Okay, this your shows that the bicycle belongs to you. Okay, so this shows possession, and we have used it before the noun to modify the noun bicycle. So here your is possessive, right? Then next example, the dog has hurt its leg. Now before the noun leg we have used its to show possession. Okay, its show possession that the leg belongs to the dog, right? So its is again a possessive. Then third example says, this is my painting. Now painting is a noun. Before the noun we have used determiner my, which is showing belonging, right? That the painting belongs to me. So my again is a possessive. So possessives are the words, or they are the determiners that are used to show possession, belonging, or ownership. Fine. Now, the next determiner, the last determiner that we are going to study is distributives. Distributives are the determiners that indicate one person or one thing out of the whole class or group. Right. Now, the common distributives that we are going to learn are all, none, each, every, either, neither, and both. Now we'll talk about each of them in detail. Right. All is used when we talk about the group collectively, when we talk about the items or the people of the group collectively. For example, if I say all students must attend the virtual classes regularly. So I'm talking about all the students collectively. Okay, all the students of the class or the group collectively. None is used to refer to nobody, right? For example, if I say none of the children has done well, right? Or none of you speak to me politely. Okay, so it means nobody. I am talking about no one, right? Out of the group, no one is responsible for doing this work. Now let us talk about each and every. Each and every is used to talk about the individual, each individual, or individuals as a whole. They are used to refer to a group. Okay, each is used to talk about the person or the thing individually. For example, I say each student passed the exam. Student is a noun, and before the noun we have used each to talk about the student individually, right? If I say every student passed the exam, right? Every student passed the exam, then I'm talking about the students in whole, right? But if I say each, then it refers to the individual person or the individual student. In simple terms, you can understand that each is used to refer somebody or something specifically, and every is used in general sense, right? Then comes either, neither, both. All three distributives are used to talk about a group of two people or things. Now either means there are two people in the group, either means one of the two or both. One of the two, for example, if I say either boy is naughty, it means out of the two, one is naughty. Okay, one of them does mischief. Fine. So either means one of the two Yeah, both of them, both of the two. For example, if I say trees are planted on either side of the road, it means on this side also and the other side also. So either is used to talk about one of the two or both of them in the group. Then comes neither. Neither is also used to refer to a group of two people or things. Neither means no one of the two. Neither negates the pair. Okay, no one of the two. For example, if I say neither person attended the meeting, right? There were two people who were supposed to meeting and neither person attended the meeting. So out of the two, both of them did not come. Okay, so no one of the two. Fine. Then both means both the individuals of the pair, right? For example, if I say both teachers teach very well, right? Suppose there are two teachers, English teacher and the maths teacher, and I say both teachers teach very well. Both of the teachers teach very well. So both is used to talk about the pair. In a pair we have two people or things, so both is used to talk about both. I hope it is clear to you. Either means one of the two or both of them. Neither means nobody of them, and both means both of them. The pair, the complete pair. Fine. Please go through this video again. Also go through the notes that are given in your workbook. It is mandatory to be regular and to be punctual to the class, and please go through the exercises as well that are there in your workbook on page number 51, 52 and 53. Fine. So we are done with the determiners. The all five determiners we have completed. Go through it, revise. Please be regular to your classes. If you miss out on anything, it will be difficult to understand. Fine. More in detail I have explained in the classes, right, with lots and lots of examples. So please be there. If any confusion while you go through the video, while you go through your workbook exercises and all, so you may always ask. So thank you children. See you all in the next class with the next topic. Thank you.